I think I'm about to do something very responsible. Yes, I've really been shown the best and worst of Makassar today. The initial plan was to go to Ledges today, and then a friend of mine suggested that I maybe go to Blockhouse. There's usually some nice holes that opens up after storms and big swells and stuff. Considering that I'm here late by design, I think I'm just going to go straight to Blockhouse. Initially try and truck a line in the water for Galjoen with some red bait, and then slowly make my way up the food chain to the possible steenbras. I have a lot of hope though. I tried to get some worm, but unsuccessful in my attempts to get some worm. I'm not gonna lie, it is chilly, but wow, my word, the beach is empty. I don't know if this is a sign of not being able to catch fish today, but my word, people, look at this. And then you look over your shoulder and you see that. Oh my goodness, what have I done? What have I done? Oh my word, Makassar is welcoming me with a light show. Just threw out this line, some red bait. No real pickups as yet. I mean, it's only been in for like a minute or two. The water's quite rough. But I like it like that now. Basically threw it in right there where you can see the white water over there behind that breaker. There, in front of that one, but behind this one. All thumbs. The water must have been rough if this got washed up. I mean, it's got a dangle on it. I need to locate the hook still. But there's this big ass sinker attached to this and a float. Wow. Water must have been rough if this could wash up. I should have known. That light show was only for me because rain was coming. I'm hiding in the back of the car now.
Down by the shore where the waves crash loud, with a rod in my hand in a sky full of shroud. The rain comes down The pull of the tide keeps feeding my dream. Oh, the ocean roars, the heavens cry, casting my line 'neath the stormy sky. The salt in the air, the wind sharp refrain, fishing for hope in the cold, cold rain. Cold rain. Boots in the sand, soaked to the bone. The sea sings a song, a tune of its own. A tug on the line, the dance of the deep. The rain and the waves, secrets they keep. Oh, the ocean.
Well, it's a bit of a good news, bad news situation. There's definitely fish here. I was thinking for a while that maybe I made a mistake coming out here today, but no, I didn't. I swapped out my red bait for a mussel bait just now, and it came back stripped. I felt it thumping the bait a bit, and then it died down and it came back, and then when I reeled in, very little of the bait remained. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw another mussel bait out there now, see if I can hook up on something. As you can hear in my voice, I'm not really stressed. I'm just happy to be out here, and if I can take something out of that water and bring it to show you guys, it would be awesome. But it's not a deal breaker if it doesn't happen. I was just scared that I was going to waste my time, and clearly I'm not, because I didn't imagine that. That was definitely a fish on my line. So I'm going to get this bad boy out there and bring you back when there's anything else to report. So, bait gone again. For the last cast, it was a nice big one in the zone where I wanted it, on the white water, and put my rod down, turned around to walk back here, grab some more coffee, just had a slight peek over my shoulder, and then I started seeing nibbles again. So I ran back, picked up the rod, big thump, started reeling in, felt the fish was gone. So I thought maybe the bait's gone as well. Wasn't. So I cast it back out again, instant thump once more, but this time bait gone. So I'm glad I came. There's definitely fish here. I just need to be patient. Hi there guys, meet my new friend Olwam. I've seen him here on the beach at least 2 or 3 times already, and every time he comes around he brings me sinkers. I love the man's entrepreneurial spirit. He just brought me 3, I paid him $20, and now we're having some coffee and catching fish. We're the only people on the beach currently, so Olwam is keeping me company. It's better than sitting here alone. Say hello, Olwam.
Hello.
He's 13. Those of you guys that catch fish here at Makasha, you should also know who Olwam is. You may have run into him before. Next time you see him, say hi. Bye.
It's quiet, no one people here. The one side thing, quiet there.
Okay, he needs to stop so I can go and get my line back in. I know that fish bait is gone. Okay. There we go. I have a lot of hope for catching a fish today. I had a fish bait out while I was waiting for that shower to pass. Fish bait was gone when I reeled it back in shortly after. And I chucked out a small piece of red bait on the 1-0 circle. Red bait got thumped immediately, stripped, pulled that back in, put a mussel out, got stripped. Now I've got my second mussel out. So since the fish bait, it's probably been about 15 minutes and I've gone through 3 different rebaits. So we can only hope. High tide's at roughly 12 o'clock, just after 12. We're approaching it right now. Dude just pulled up. Subscriber of Terrence. I'm not even sure. I didn't ask him if he's a subscriber of mine. Dropped off some prawn and moonshine and bloodworm that he didn't use now. I'm really hoping I can hook up to something now. Considering all I've been throwing so far, it's been white mussel and red bait. Would be nice. I'll bring you back if I do. It's bucketing down currently. You can't even see it so much on the front screen as you can on the back. But I'm not heading back there to show you. But I'm not finished yet. My rod is currently standing in the water over there. I'm hoping it's not left me. No, it's still standing. Right about there. So it's still standing there. It's got a bit of bloodworm on it. Hopefully by the time that I get back there, once the rain subsides, that thing is going bonkers with the fish on the other end of it. Because right now I'm just chilling. Like I said, not ready to go home yet. Got a bit of that bait that the guy dropped off that I'd like to use still, like some moonshine and some, maybe like a moonshine and prawn combo. But there's definitely still activity in the water. I mean, all the mussel I've been throwing out there has been stripped, and I've been moving up and down between 1-0 and 2-0 circle hooks, adrenaline and BKK. I'm actually considering now that I'm throwing out the worm, to take off that hook and put on one of the long shank bait holder hooks that I've got here, size 1-0. It's going to make it easier to get the worm on. Right, I'm willing to go give it a shot. Head back outside and see what's going on. Old times. Okay, it's blown over, thank goodness. My ass is wet. Oh look, Another rainbow. And instead of a leprechaun on the other end of that rainbow, can it please be a fish? I've really been shown the best and worst of Makassar today. Been through the ringer. It started to rain now again, and I've got a rod out there. Oh, rapiola. I've got a rod out there with fish bait on it. So I'm hoping something would bite. I've already started backing up a little bit, neatening up things around the back of the car. It's been an awesome day. I've had lots of bites and lots of pulls. But again, it felt lazy. You know, like you would get one every 30 minutes or so. We'd pull a line out, rebait, throw it back, nothing would happen. Then there would be interest, like there's like this lone fish swimming by that just inspects and nibbles and bites and pulls, and then he's gone. Your bait's gone. And it's not as if I'm using bad hooks or something. I mean, they work for everyone else. It's not as if I'm rigging my stuff wrong. I'm rigging it like everyone else. So it's just one of those days. But I know that a lot of people say that you need to move around, that sort of thing. I'm still learning Makassar, all the different spots and whatnot. I'm trying to figure out, of all the spots where you could go to, fishing throughout the day, what the depth of the water is, what the structure of the water is underneath, and then keeping some sort of a log of when there's bites and when there's not. I've learned something about blockhouse today that I'm going to make notes about when I get back home. But for now, I've got my notes on Aasbankies. Now I've got my notes on blockhouse. I really know nothing about the area left of the parking lot. Because the only time I really fished, I blanked completely. Not even a bite. Maybe a couple, but no, nothing of consequence. I still enjoyed the day. I didn't even know what time it is, and neither do I care. I'm gonna pack up now, maybe give that rod another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna head home. See you on the road. Yeah, thankfully I didn't make the same mistake as last time when I got back into my car and I found out that I left stuff on. Car started first time, thank goodness. Right, so to get back to today, fantastic day, loved it, loved every second of it. Yes, there was rain, yes it was cold, yes it was uncomfortable in places, but you know what, it was me, myself and I would have loved to have other people here with me, but it's neither here nor there. Fact of the matter is, it was an awesome little day. There's definitely fish to be caught, but I don't think my experience levels is on par with those guys that managed to catch fish in this kind of weather. I probably need to study a bit more and, I don't know, ask a lot more questions from different people. I do have a few people where I can press some buttons and maybe get some information. But ultimately, I didn't waste too much bait. I think I maybe used half a tub of red bait and about seven or eight mussels and the back end of an elf for fish bait. Oh, and a few worm and prawn that the other dude dropped off. That was quite nice. There was a lot of activity in the water for those baits, but then even that died down. So we're basically 3 hours into the dropping tide now, which may explain things. But again, neither here nor there. Really enjoyed it. And the only part of me that's really wet right now is the lower part of my legs from the rain. Upper body nice and cozy. Feet's nice and cozy. I never even touched the water today. So it was lekker. Glad to have taken you on this ride with me, boys. Hopefully next time we catch something.